Hello and welcome everybody. We have the Global Lab patch notes for June 26, 2026. Let's gonna get right into it. So we have some more class changes. This time it's Musa, in this case Musa Succession and Awakening. We're gonna cover it. So we have the Legacy Dragon's Ascent Fire. They added a feature that links to the Strong Counter skill when holding down the left mouse button after using the skill. Then we have the Water Spout Fire Tradition or Water Spout Fire. Cooldown was changed from 10 to 9 seconds. Flow dividing the blind, the cooldown will change from 8 to 6. Storm Slash and the Gale Slash, both cooldowns have been changed from 15 to 10 seconds. On the Gaxu, I think that's the Dragon Blade. The special damage effect has been changed from speed attack to air attack. They also changed it so PvP damage is also reduced when used during cooldown. PvE damage during the skill cooldown has been reduced by approximately 44.4% compared to before. Then we have the Whirlwind Slash. The damage applied during cooldown has been changed, so PvE damage increased by approximately 36%, and PvP damage reduced by approximately 42% compared to before. Then we have some damage changes as well. This should still be PvP balanced. So we see Garum going up to 2,900, additional hit of 7,540, PvP damage of 24.78 then. The Retreating Slash is going to go up to 3,900, PvP application of 48.7. Gale 3 going to go up to 8,800, PvP application of 36.7. The Gaxu or Dragon Blade is going to go up to 3,000, PvP application of 36.1. Whirlwind Slash is going to be adjusted, so we have a few changes. Before, the angle was damage from Typhoon, and the Dragon Blade had an application. Now we have Strength change to be applied equal to the damage of the additional hit on the Whirlwind Slash, and the PvP application ratio is also applied in the same way. The Destruction is going to go up to 3,900. The counter additional hit damage of 3,900 times 2 when acquiring Decapitation, and the PvP application going to drop to 39.4. Winding Wind is going to go up to 3,800 on both hits, PvP application of 32.2, and then Storm is going to go up to 3,800 roughly with a PvP application of 54.6. The Awaken one is also being adjusted, so here we have a change of the breaking point and the apogee. So pretty much they've reduced the attack interval of the blade effect so that all 4 hits land in most situations. So the attack range of Slash Strike and Energy Strike has been adjusted. Changes have been made so that slashing and energy strikes can be applied simultaneously the closer you are to the Musa. When acquiring Extreme Shatter 3 skill, the attack judgment, I think that's the protection of the sword energy effect applied to some skills has been adjusted so the maximum hit can be applied more easily. Reverse retreat, wave breaking, or flow after using a skill has been improved to link into other skills. There is only one damage change on the wave breaking 3 and the flow. Splash damage is going to go up to 5,800, energy strike damage as well, and then the PvP application is going to sit at 29.6. Then Succession Maehwa is getting touched upon, so they moved Maehwa's Succession attack speed buff from Decapitating Dragon to Blind Slash, and it has been gained during the skill combo. Additionally, they increased the damage of key red skills to improve our overall PvE performance. So here we have Dividing the Blind, an effect has been added that increases the attack speed by 5% for 10 seconds. Reverse Decapitation, the 5% attack speed increase for 10 seconds has been removed. Whirlwind Slash, when chaining the Falling Blossom Slash after the third hit, is been improved so that it follows immediately after all hits of the Spinning Slash. Whirlwind Slash cooldown has been changed from 8 to 7 seconds. Dividing the Blind has also been changed from 8 to 7 seconds. Surprised they didn't put that in the same box. Then we have some small PvE damage changes. So each number 4 Danghong Gaxu, okay, I'm not sure what skill that is. We're going to see it when it comes to NAU. It will be going up from 2,675. The additional damage was 5,300 if you want to check it out. The first hit damage is going to go up to 2,800. The other one's going to go up to 5,600. PvP application of 33.91. Garum is going to go up to 4,000 with a PvP application of 33. Red Moon is going to go up to 4,100 and 6,200, and a PvP application of 31.4. Decapitation is going to go up to 2,400, the additional damage to 4,980, and the PvP application 34.24. And then the blooming skill finally is going to go up to 14,587. We're going to do the full number there. And a PvP application of 28.47. Then something that I don't think is really necessary, but Drakania Awakening is getting touched upon in PvE. As far as I know, she is already doing really well in grinding. But yeah, Earth-Shattering Roar, the cooldown has been changed from 12 to 10 seconds, and she's getting damage increases everywhere. So the Soul Deep Grudge, I think that's the Hexy mode. I mean, it says Demon and Mine. I'm guessing that's supposed to be yeah, that's probably Hexy mode, and this is Dragon mode. So Hexy mode on the Soul Deep Grudge is going to go up to 6,400. Second hit as well. Third hit going to go up to 5,300. PvP application of 43.7. Sharp Proclamation is going to go up to 4,000 and 5,700. PvP application for the first and second hit, 38.09. The second one's going to go down to 56.1 to keep it balanced. Charge of Destruction is going to go up to 3,400. PvP application of 55.19. Spirit that Pierces a Storm in Hexy mode again. We see going up to 5,000 on the first hit. Second hit, third hit is going to drop to 4,200. PvP application for the first two, 41.9 and 48.5 on the second one. Third one. Spitting Flame on Hexy is going to go up to 5,800. PvP application 38.7. Earth Splitting Poho in Dragon mode, 7,700, and on both hits, PvP application of 38.7. Trump Claw in Hexy mode is going to go up to 10,100. 44.29 is going to be the application of that in PvP. Stormbraid in Dragon mode again, 1,300 and 3,300 on the first and second hit. A PvP application of 70.15. The End of Life in Dragon mode is going to go up to 7,800. PvP application of 33.7. Harbinger of Destruction, Demon and Dragon. Demon Dragon, okay. Actually, I think this might be a mistranslation, and the mine is also Hexy. So I actually think this was all Hexy mode, and then we have Dragon mode on the bottom. Yeah, Demon, Dragon, Dragon. So that was a correction. Those were all Hexy skills. And then Harbinger of Destruction, the first Dragon skill, is going to go up to 5,300. PvP application 17.3. Reverse Scale Stab is going to go up to 8,900. PvP application of 28.5. Soul Deep Grudge, the Dragon mode, is going to go up to 2,800 and 5,100 on the second and third hit. PvP application 28.02. Sharp Proclamation Dragon is going to go up to 2,098, not much there, but the second one's going to go up a bit more to 6,200. PvP application of 40%. Storm Piercing Spear on Dragon is going to go up to 8,900. PvP application of 36.19. Splitting Flame is going to go up to 4,500 on both attacks. 37.42 will be applied in PvP. Charge of Destruction is going to go up to 8,600. PvP application of 32.38%. Earth-Shattering Roar is going to go up to 10,130. PvP application is going to sit at 26.3. Cloudbreak is going to go up to 10,600. And the PvP application is going to be 33.84. Waving Tyranny in the Dragon mode is going to go up to 4,700. PvP application of 29.29. Definitely don't think she needs it, but continuing on, we have Corsair Awakening getting some small changes. There's going to be a skill add-on tier for the Close Quarter Suppression, so it can be used more flexibly, and the cooldown has been adjusted accordingly. They've also adjusted the cooldown of Captain's Orders Open Fire, so it can be used in each combo cycle. And there's also a change for the increased movement distance in the Entangling Vortex. So in the case of the Grapple Vortex, the travel distance of the skill has been increased by 60%. Accordingly, it's been changed that endurance is not restored during the skill. Hand-to-hand combat, subjugation, or I think that's supposed to be the close quarter suppression. The skill specialization has been changed from 1 to 2. Accordingly, reuse cooldown has been changed from 5 to 6 seconds. The critical hit chance increase effect when using a skill has been changed from 24 to 40% for 10 seconds. And the Captain's Orders Fire is going to have the cooldown change from 12 to 10 seconds. Then we have general class and modifications, only 2 of them. Warrior, there apparently was an issue where it was not possible to chain into the Gaxo skill after a Strong Gale or Strong Blooming or Whirlwind Slash skills. Actually, I think that's Musa. Sorry. 2 Musa changes from the names. And then also on Musa, they fixed an issue with the Strength Gale skill could not be changed when the Dragon Flame sword was activated with the Serene Mind. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Musa. Then we have the other thing. They're changing the price cap of some crafted items in Central Market. So cooking and alchemy, well, mostly cooking. Well, actually cooking and alchemy. So we have the blood changes. Every single blood is getting unified at 50,000 max price instead of having the different upper limits. Same thing for meat. It's going to go from 40,000 to 43,400 up to 100,000 or 500,000 for the soft whale meat and crocodile meat, respectively. So that's getting unified between lion, snake, and scorpion. Surprised the others are not listed. And then we also have the empty bottles. The clear empty bottle is going to go up to 10,000, the solid one to 30,000, and the shining to 60,000. Some items that where title color could not be checked in the item description has been added, so you can now do that. They've also improved the method of obtaining purified lightstones through artifacts. So they reduced the hassle by replacing the simple alchemy with an NPC exchange. To be honest, I prefer the simple alchemy. It was simple to do, just pop it. You could do it on any character. Now you're always going to have to head to Dalashane. There is an extra notice in the new exchange method. If you have an artifact equipped with a lightstone in your bag, some artifacts may not be exchanged. If there is an artifact equipped with a lightstone in the third slot from the top, and the artifacts in the first and second can be exchanged, and artifacts from the third onwards cannot be exchanged. So here we can see the display that they're showing. Overall, it's pretty much going to cover all of them. At Dalashane, you just get your Lightstone part. I don't know. Simple Alchemy felt easier, but the lower price limit of the Purified stones is also going to be adjusted. So we have the Purified Fire, Earth, Wind, and Life, and also the general Purified one. The lower limit was 8,250,000. Now it's going to be 4,500,000 after the change, so the lower limit's going to drop a bit more. Then we have something interesting, Dhekia Lantern Hunting Ground loot improvement. So they're expanding the availability of the Whisper Stained with the Void. It's going to be added to Dhekia 2 Ash and Olin's as well. And Dhekia Fragments and the Whispers of the Void are also going to get added to Kadri, Crescent, Olin Valley 1, Ash Forest 1, Tunkuta, Thornwood Forest, the Cyclops, Road Sulphur Mine, Pilaku, Histria, and Akman. That is actually going to be a big change, making it a lot more available. Speaking of making things more available, Aetherion Castle and Nymphamare Castle will get some improvements as well. So in Aetherion, the distorted fragments of Silent and Primeval are both going to get added, including their full drop. Also, the drop at Nymphamare is going to get increased by roughly 29% and 67% for the fragments, and 44% and 10% for the full crystal. So small increase there, making it more available for people still needing them. Background NPC effects and cutscenes. Well, for the workers, the frugal skill will be changed, or thrifty skill. It used to be 10% chance to return 10% of one item. This is now going to be changed. So when crafting an item, there's a 1.5% chance that one of the materials will be selected with equal probability, and it will be returned 100%. This is going to be the same case for Thrifty B and C. The percentage just goes down from 1.5 to 1 and 0.7. Then there's some improvements for the rules of merit rewards in Occupation for Mediah and Valencia Conquest Wars. Previously, rewards were distributed evenly based on the number of participating guilds and alliance members. Under the system, an adventurer with low merit points could receive a high reward if there were many participants. Oh, if there were few participants, sorry. While someone with high merit points could receive a smaller reward if there were many participants. To address this, they've improved the system so that guild alliance members who earn more merit receive appropriate rewards. Additionally, the maximum merit reward has been increased to 1.5 times. So the distribution rules for the active reward system, which allows additional rewards based on the duration and performance of the siege, defense in Mediah and Valencia, have been changed, and the activity has been increased. So before, distributed equally among guild and alliance members who participated, activity reward 200 billion silver. Now it's going to be distributed and paid to alliance members who participated in a battle at a 1 to 100 ratio, with an activity reward of 300 billion silver. When the defense is successful, all activity rewards 1 to 100 to the participating guild alliance members. If the defense fails, I believe that if Mercury fails, I think is the defense, they obtain a portion of the activity rewards based on the duration of the defense. distributed at a 1-100 ratio to participating alliance members, and when the siege is successful, excluding the time spent defending the castle from activity rewards, the activities are distributed among the remaining siege guilds based on their performance. In other words, performance reward minus reward for defense duration equals the remaining performance reward, distributed to the participating, again at a 1-100 split. Then we have sorry news for the Guild Galley ramming. So Guild Galley ramming is going to get massively adjusted. Right now you can ram a galley in the back and you'll pretty much take it half down. So the Guild Galley ram was considered overly powerful, and unlike cannon fire, its damage was unaffected by the number of members aboard. To encourage Guild Galleys to focus on cannon fire rather than ramming, they have reduced the damage, but they will lower the amount of durability consumed as well. So the damage from the skill on both the galley and improved will be reduced by 92.5%, and the durability consumed will be changed from 20,000 per hit to 1,500. That is a big drop. Then character-specific memos will now be displayed on the game exit screen, so they've improved the usability of the character note feature if you use it, so it will now display it above the, near the name and level. Right above that, you can now see your little notes. Fixes and changes, it's going to be a bit short today. There was an issue with the Knight of the Sun outfit box, could not be opened with Seraphim, with no item being found. They also fixed some issues with the paper background objects placed in the Land of Morning Light were not appearing. Modifications so that the guestbook management in the guild information is not visible when the user has the authority to post guild introduction or promotion recruitment. Then there was an awkward phrase in the description for the Manor Fountain of Grace drinking fountain from the Mediah NPC. Then they fixed an issue where the following knowledge could not be obtained in the Ataraxian region. The Kyvelian cube, most likely, containing a heartfelt confession, has been changed. They also fixed an issue with the monster in the Hexy Sanctuary, and Brutum Outpost Elvia could attack high-level mounts under certain circumstances. Then they fixed an issue where Corruptia of the Immortal Abyss was repeatedly losing her stance. Land of the Morning Light, not Immortal Abyss, Pit of Undying. Land of the Morning Light, personal or solo, has been modified so that the battle time is displayed when a specific gimmick starts during the Duokshini 8, 9, and 10 battles. Then they fixed an issue where the character appeared unnatural when entering the knowledge window while equipped with a specific weapon such as musket or Trina battle axe. Then there was an issue where water at a certain distance appeared unnatural. This has been fixed. Then an issue with the awkward step stool installed in room 1, Aetherion 2-1. Then they fixed an issue where the pet group setting could not be set up to 5 pets in certain situations. Then they fixed some text truncation issues when adding more than 30 meads in the fairy growth UI. Then they fixed an issue where space after worker in I think that's Ailton Village in the worker list. Fixed some issue with the Pearl Shop character appearance and other characters. Adventurers' appearances looked awkward when certain equipment when NPCs ranged detail settings were turned off. Oh, okay, so it's a setting issue in the Pearl Shop. And then finally, pad mode, the description of menu switching in the ring menu has been modified. TLDR, let's go back up. The memos, if you use them, it's going to make it a bit easier. Guild Galley ramming damage. To be honest, it's a nice change. It means the galleys are going to need to be taken down by Carracks, or you're just going to have to shoot it. Then we see the changes in the battle. Can't really speak for it, but it sounds better or fairer. The Thrifty skill being changed. It could be a net positive. I mean, it generally gave you 10% back of one type. Now it's just going to give you 100% back. To be honest, that sounds like a net positive. The Distorted and Silent Stones being added to Aetherion and increased on Nymphamare. Definitely very good for people catching up. Same thing for the Whispers of the Void and the Fragments of Dehkia being added to all Dehkia spots. Really nice. It's going to bring those prices down, allow people to easily get those to upgrade. The Lightstone one, I'm, to be honest, very disappointed. I don't like exchanging. The exchanging feels awkward. It just feels out of place. I just wish we could still do Simple Alchemy at the same time. It would have been a nice this or this, but they're pretty much removing the Simple Alchemy. Pretty unhappy about that. The meat prices, it's great that they're getting lifted up. It means other things are going to get more expensive as well, though. So do watch out for that. You might be able to make a bit of money by stockpiling now. Bloods, same thing, going up to 50,000. At least you know no matter what blood you get, you're going to get the equal price if they're sitting at max price at least. Corsair changes, they sound fine. Awakened Drakania, like I briefly mentioned, how does she need it? I've heard of the few people that play Awakened Drakania. I don't. I do Succession only. But from the ones that I do play Awakened Drakania, she is apparently doing really well in grinding as well. So I'm surprised she's even getting it. Maehwa, I've definitely heard some things. She could definitely use it. Can't really speak too much for the detail. Musa, I think Musa's not the greatest grinder, but this could be the improvement he needs. But we're going to see if that's going to be enough. And with that, I wish you the absolute best of luck, and I wish you all the best.